Staying here, we're going out. Go wee-wees. Go wee-wees. And you can come back. Go wee-wees. Go wee-wees.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, or evening, depending on where you're at. You joined us today. I'm Donna.
I'm Paula. And today we have the very talented Nia Nicholls. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you.
Crazy hour. So tell all our crazy women fans, who is Nia Nicholls?
Oh, so yeah, I'm a country singer-songwriter, and I've been writing and performing since I was about 11 years old, and I'm 20 now, so quite a long time.
Wow.
And I've been going back to Nashville and Memphis for the past few years to do some recording and get to know the people over there, and I just love it over there, really. So I've actually sort of gravitated more towards Memphis the past few years because of all the amazing people I've met. So that's sort of like my career in a nutshell. Oh, and I'm signed now. So I got signed to a record label back in October. So been busy with that.
Yay.
Thank you. It was a big deal for me.
That's what we like to hear. The UK artist being signed.
Absolutely. So tell us, how did you get into like the country music scene? Because I've heard different views of. I think we just lost Paula, but that's okay. We'll just talk about that one. We'll talk about how you kind of got into country music as she rejoins us here.
Yeah, so I got into country music back when I was about 8 years old because my mum gave me a Dolly Parton record, and I heard her song Applejack for the first time, and I just thought that was such a clever song. And it was just such an amazing story of like her neighbor who played the banjo, and he was called Applejack. And so, you know, they became friends, and I just loved it. And I knew from that song that I wanted to be in country music. But, you know, I think I've always sort of gravitated towards country music. I've always loved Shania Twain since I was like really, really small. But I didn't really know anything about genres of music. I just knew that I liked what I heard. So it wasn't until I was about 8 really when I heard Dolly, and then Taylor Swift was there at the time as well, and I just knew I wanted to play guitar, write songs, go to Nashville, do everything these women did, and it went from there.
Perfect. That makes me feel really old when you say you were 8 years old and you heard Taylor Swift. I'm like, oh my god. How old am I?
Applejack. That was when she heard Applejack. So, you know, and Applejack's older, I think, almost older than me. So let's just.
Okay, we'll stick with that then.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's so funny. So you have 2 singles out. Have a look.
Ooh, yeah, Cali Beaches and Waste My Time.
Perfect. I love those songs. Absolutely fantastic. And Waste My Time is just amazing.
Oh, thank you. That was actually a cool one for me because I co-wrote that with my producer, Matt, and he actually sent me the backing track of it, like the instrumental. And he was like, yeah, if you want to write lyrics to it, go for it. See if it works for you. And I did, because I liked it quite a lot. And yeah, we put it out the same day as Cali Beaches. But thanks for saying you liked that one. That's really cool.
I love it. Absolutely loved it. It was so cool. Really, really cool. And I have to say, one other song that I loved was Jessica. That's a completely different kind of love song. You know what I mean? It's not written from you taking the man. It's written from, you know, 2 girls liking the same guy. And then, of course, you know.
I think that's probably like my most country song, to be honest. And I really love that with like compared to Waste My Time and Cali Beaches and then Jessica, they're all really different songs. Like I think Jessica's very country, Cali Beaches is more sort of on pop, and then Waste My Time is sort of edging on rock. And I just love sort of experimenting with different styles. And yeah, thanks for saying you like Jessica. I think that's probably one of my favorite ones because yeah, I wrote that when I was about 19, and then we did end up recording that in Nashville that year, and it was so amazing to get to do that with this song.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. It's just a whole different way of looking at, you know, relationships and how things work. And you know, I bet that's something a lot of people can relate to. We've got, you know, 2 friends liking the same guy, or you know, so
I mean, I hope so. I hope other people can relate to it.
Yeah.
I love how they're each of your singles were different, but yet they could actually go on the same album together. Like they weren't like totally like, you know, like it just, you could see the growth in it. And that was
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I think it's important really. Like with a lot of my songs before I was signed, Jessica, He's Not You, oh gosh, I can't think of the others at the moment, but you know, quite a few. I recorded them in Nashville at the same place, and they definitely seem like they belong on like the same sort of EP or album. But then yeah, as you said, Cali Beaches and Waste My Time, that was done in the UK with my producer Matt, and it was just amazing how he was able to sort of capture that, so like it matched the other songs, but not so much like it was like exactly the same, like, you know, it's a bit different, but it still works, which I think is really cool, so thanks.
I love that. And He's Not Me. He's Not You, sorry. The title
Yeah.
might be absolutely fantastic. That's another one.
there's another song you have to write. She just gave you the title apparently. No.
Yeah, there you go. Whole new song for you. Oh, that's just great.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, I think that's such a sweet sort of loving song, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, you kind of really feel sorry for the guy. You can't
Yeah, because I always found, I mean, I was 17 when I wrote that song, and even now at like 20, like I'm in university now, so I think everyone is going through it now more than ever. Like there's always one guy that's just so nice to you and treats you so well, and you think, oh man, I wish I liked you, but I'm after the one that's emotionally unavailable. The one that never even looks my way and is kind of like bad news. I want him, and I'm really sorry. So, you know, classic. I wrote that when I was 15. It still applies now.
Yeah, it's always difficult, isn't it? It's always difficult. But,
yeah.
There we go. Feels like this, people. Oh, perfect. So, are we going to have some fun with our quick fire questions?
What? Okay. Looking forward to it.
Now, these are dead easy, but it's for people to get to know you as a person rather than, you know, just the artist. So,
yeah.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Be prepared. Okay, early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Perfect. That probably comes with being a student.
Yeah, it totally works.
What sitcom family would you be a member of?
Oh, you know what? I think it's probably like a mixture. Have you ever watched The Middle?
I haven't. The Middle.
Oh,
No.
it's
I've
so
heard of it.
good. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like my family, we sort of fit into that. Like my brother is Axel, the older brother, like, you know, and then my mom is obviously the mom, dad, but I don't really know where I lie in that, but I think I fit in because the rest of my family's there. So I would say The Middle or like Modern Family.
I love Modern Family. Modern Family's great.
So good.
What's your favourite season?
Oh, I'd say probably summer. I mean, I love winter, but only like Christmas. And then after that, I'm over it. So I'd probably say summer.
Okay, I love that. It's perfect. What's the weirdest thing a fan has ever done for you?
Oh. Oh gosh, I'm sure there's been something. I just can't think off the top of my head. I don't really know. I don't think anyone has ever done anything that's like too weird. I mean, you have some like eccentric fans, but like they're also very sweet, you know, like they're very supportive of you, but some can be quite eccentric. But it's still nice. I don't think I've ever had anything that's really, really weird that made me go, I need to stay away from that. Thank God. Thank God.
That's good. Yeah. Keep our fingers crossed there.
Yeah.
Boots or heels?
Boots or heel?
Yep, heels, yep.
I'd say I love wearing heels, but I'm more comfortable with boots.
Okay, that's cool. Favorite drink?
Like Diet Coke. Can't go wrong. Or coffee.
Or coffee, yeah, Diet Coke or coffee.
Yeah.
Both go well. What's your favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday? Probably Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas
Love
is the
Christmas.
best.
Yeah, Christmas, or just like I love for some reason it's not really a holiday, but I love Valentine's Day. But I love it. Like I've never had a boyfriend on Valentine's Day, but I love the whole vibe of it. You know, it's about love and hearts and pink things. It's just like my whole aesthetic, as they say.
Cool. I love that. That's cool. What's your favorite animal?
Dogs or giraffes?
That's a real difference. A little dog to, you know.
I relate to a giraffe. That's the thing. They're very tall and kind of like clumsy looking, and I'm very clumsy and kind of tall.
So you kind of relate to a giraffe. I love that. It's quite cool. Okay. If you could add, this could be quite different actually. If you could add someone to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why?
I could add someone to Mount Rushmore. I would say, who's my favorite person? I feel like Dolly would really work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We could have Dolly up there. That would be so cool.
Yeah, I'd say Dolly.
That would be cool. So what was the first concert you ever went to? Who did you see in concert first?
The first concert I went to was the Osmonds. When I was about 8 years old or something. But my mum is a huge fan of the Osmonds. Like growing up, she was in love with Donny Osmond, and so was my godmother, Auntie Wendy. And yeah, they came to Cardiff, I think it was, and my mum was like, "Oh, you got to go see them." So yeah, we went to that, and then I think a few weeks later, I went to a Taylor Swift concert. I think it was the Fearless tour. So yeah,
Okay.
the Osmonds were my first one.
It was almost Taylor. It was almost.
So would you have rather had Taylor as your first concert though?
You know, I loved the Osmonds anyway. I thought that was a pretty cool. Like my parents take me to some different concerts like every now and then. Like my dad, he's a huge fan of the rock band Magnum. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're a British band and he loves them. And he took me to one of their concerts like maybe like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And yet like I'm so into country music and so into like pop music and like ABBA stuff. And then I go to this rock concert. So, you know, my parents take me to a lot of different ones, but it's fun. It's fun. Exactly. I experience all different types of music. It's great.
Totally.
I think that's what music's about the best though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite color?
Blue. Well, it's like blue and red. I say it's red, but it's blue, really. I don't know why I lie about that, but I just
So what was the best thing before sliced bread?
Oh, the best thing before sliced bread.
Is it just like, you know?
Like anything that's like my favorite thing.
Yeah, anything.
Anything.
You can be like cats, dogs, whatever. I mean, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. You know, I would say like, oh my gosh, I'd say okay, music related. I would say like Loretta Lynn, because I just think she's pretty cool and like her songs are so funny. Like, you know, she's got songs like "You're the Reason Our Kids Are Ugly" and "You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man." And like, even though I'm not really into like the honky tonk kind of country like these days, oh, I love songwriting like that. I think it's so quirky and funny. But then just like on a personal level, I'm gonna go with what you said. I'm gonna just say dogs. Dogs are amazing.
Totally.
If you could talk to anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to talk about?
It would either be Elvis Presley or Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. And I would probably ask Elvis, you know, like I just talk to him about Memphis and Graceland and things like that. And then Steven Tyler, I would ask him if I could sing with him.
That would be cool. That would be so
I like
cool.
that. So being that you've been in Memphis more lately, you know, the last time you've been to Nashville or whatever in Tennessee, were you at Graceland? Were you able to go tour the Graceland and things like that?
Yeah, so actually the first time I went to Tennessee, I was about 13 and we went to Nashville. That was like our big thing. And then we stopped over in Memphis for like a weekend and we went to Graceland then. And then I think a year later, we went back to Graceland just to sort of like soak it in, because I think the first time we were a bit in shock. And so that was really cool. And yeah, so we've been to Graceland a couple of times, but oh man, it's such a great place. It's so massive, but it's just lovely.
So if you weren't doing music, what would you want to be doing?
I would love to have gone into like sort of crime stuff, like not maybe like detective stuff, or like, I don't know, I'm not very smart. I say that in a nice way. I failed science when I was in school, but if I wasn't doing music, I think I would have really loved to have like followed like the psychology route and gone into like crime stuff, because I just find it so fascinating. I listen to so many crime podcasts. My mum loves it as well, so yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to have done that.
If you were a Disney character, what character would you be?
The Little Mermaid, Ariel.
Yay. She's great.
Why am I asking you these questions?
Love this one.
What?
I said, why am I asking you these questions?
To get to know me.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if you were talking to me then.
These oddball questions, sorry.
That's funny.
What's your favorite snack, or one of your favorite snacks?
I love apples and peanut butter. That's really nice. I love that.
That rocks.
Yes.
Yes.
The best.
So hypothetically, since you listen to a lot of crime things, if you needed to hide a body, if someone asked you to help them hide a body, would you help them? And do you know a good place?
Yeah, I would. I mean, if it was like my best friend Meg, who's like in the house now, yeah, if she said that, I probably would, just to, you know, she's my best friend, gotta have her back. But I can't say I would know where to put it, so I don't know, we might get caught.
That's not good.
Oh, what would be a good theme song for your life? Or for someone in your life?
Yes, someone asked me that the other day, and I really struggled. I think I would say something to do with ABBA, like maybe, I love Dancing Queen, that's always a good one. Super Trooper, I feel like that would be fun.
That'd be cool.
I'd say something with ABBA, or like maybe even like the Bee Gees, because I've become pretty obsessed with them recently, but I can't think of a song from them at the moment. But yeah, something ABBA, Super Trooper, or Dancing Queen. I'd love that.
Cool.
Love those. Those are great choices.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what song should I listen to before I die?
Ooh, so one of my favorite songs at the moment is called Hearts Don't Break the Same by Riley Roth. That's the first one that came to mind. She's up and coming artist. She's based in Nashville, but it's such a pretty song. I would just say, you know, just treat yourself, listen to it. It's great.
That's cool. I love that. Okay, and the last final question. Okay, who is your favorite CWC host?
See, what? Sorry?
So, who is your favorite Crazy Women Country host?
Ooh, both of you. I think you're great.
I thought you were going to answer it because oh, no.
No, you guys are great.
Don't get a point and doesn't go to take her this time.
Mm. For
Has
once,
someone
it comes to
answered
the
that?
humans.
Has someone answered that before?
Oh yes.
Yes, they've
Those
answered.
are the animals.
Yeah.
Instead of picking one of us, they like avoid the question. Oh, I'll pick Tigger, or
Yeah.
I'll pick one of the dogs.
Yep.
People got more
Oh,
votes
right.
than me.
That's funny.
It's always good fun. So, tell us, what does 2021 hold for you?
Well, I'm hoping that I can get back into the recording studio at some point, but it's kind of up in the air at the moment because of COVID and lockdown and things like that. So don't really know what's going to happen there, but I will be recording new music and I will be releasing that. And I'm hoping to gig as much as possible in the south of England with my band. But again, I say that every single gig I have like booked in this past year has always got cancelled. So I can't really tell you anything because nothing's really set in stone. But if you guys keep an eye out on my Facebook page, you'll see the gigs coming up and also the new music. So that's what I've got planned.
So just so everyone knows, I did put the link in our discussion chat here, this live video, so you can just go over and follow Nia's page and for all of her latest info and new releases. I know we're looking forward to new releases. So
Thanks. Thank you.
You check out all her music on all the download download platforms. I really can't say that word sometimes. Apple, all the rest. They are
the usual iTunes, Amazon, the usuals.
the usual places. That's the one. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! If I could talk, sometimes it'd be amazing. Anyway,
We need to start drinking coffee.
Stay away from the tea and start drinking coffee. That might help me there. But yeah. So thank you so much for joining us and answering our crazy questions. It's been fun.
No, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. It was great to meet you guys, and hopefully we can chat some more in the future when I actually release new music.
That would be cool. That would be fantastic.
Look forward to it for sure. Thank you
You
so much
are-
again for joining us.
No, thank you.
Always welcome back. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.